So here we are. Chris sat at the back there. Venom t-shirt, like it. Chris is going to be painting today because we didn't want him to play today because he's in the naughty corner.
I've got a week to get my HQ done.
Yes, he has. And Pete, who I'm playing today. So today is Space Wolves versus our heroes, the Dark Angels. We are running Narrow the Search today from Chapter Approved 2018, and the deployment we're using is Vanguard Strike, so as marked out by the line of diagonal dice there. The mission is going to be very interesting because it basically ruins both of our armies. Within 12 inches of the one and only centre objective. Invulnerable saves can't be used, so that's my Deathwing Knights, my Master, my Librarian, your Wolfen, all screwed for our invulnerable saves, so that's going to be great. And we're all going to be dogpiling in the middle and wanting to fight as well, so that's going to be good. I still think I'm going to win it because I'm me, and obviously I usually win. And I'm very modest about it too. He's so grumpy, so grumpy. Get back to your painting. A bit busy. Okay, so we've chosen deployment zone, so I'm going to be deploying over in the corner there. Pretty sure I didn't get you swearing at me on camera, so that's good. Pete will be deploying over here. Pete's going to deploy his entire army first. I will counter deploy, and then Pete gets to decide who goes first unless I can seize. Unless he lets me go first, which he might do, who knows. So we'll be back after deployment and with someone's first turn. In fact, no, we won't. We need to run through the armies. That's important because they've changed, haven't they? Right, so starting here. Firstly, my intercessors all have sharpshooter now as of the last game, which is great. So we have 5 intercessors. The sergeant has a power sword, and they all have stalker bolt rifles. And this guy's got his auxiliary grenade launcher, and they have sharpshooter. Then we have the second squad of intercessors who also have sharpshooter. Sergeant's got a chainsword and they have stalker bolt rifles. Then we've got our new addition to troops, which is my infiltrators, which have their 12-inch deep strike deny, and they have.
Grumpy.
Why are you grumpy?
And now I'm grumpy.
Oh, because he wishes he had infiltrators. You forgot to do it. And they have their marksman Oculus bolt rifles, which are on a 6 auto wound, which might be useful. What else do they have? They have concealed deployment, so I can deploy them anywhere 9 inches away from an enemy model and an enemy deployment zone. I'm going to own up right now that I did screw up the bases on them, so they are green crackle paint bases, so no one needs to point that out. And the shoulders will be less shiny when the transfers go on. So I'm working on it. Then we've got the Deathwing Knights, who have Agile and Combat Specialist, and they're not too far away from getting their level 3 battle honor as well. And then we have the Master and the Librarian. So the Master rerolls failed wounds on his Thunderhammer, deals an additional damage with his Thunderhammer, has +1 toughness, can't be overwatched, and is -1 to hit in combat. And he also has a jetpack. His Warlord trait is inexorable, which means wound rolls of 1 to 3 auto fail regardless of everything. And that is him. Librarian has an additional psychic power and an additional cast per game because of his traits. He has a Warlord trait, which I've paid for with an additional command point. So he has Master of Maneuver, so he rerolls failed charges in a 6-inch bubble. And he has an additional relic, which I've also paid for, giving him a 5-up Feel No Pain. He has psychic power wise, he has Aversion, which is -1 to hit on a warp charge value of 6. He obviously has Smite. He has Mindworm, which is a warp charge value of 6 and means my opponent has to fight last. And he has Righteous Repugnance, which means in melee combat we reroll all failed hits and wounds. And I think that's a warp charge value of 6 as well. So that's a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
We're getting lots of stuff. And I managed to rattle it all off without screwing it up. So we're off to a strong start. So that is the Dark Angels, and we'll just go over to the Space Wolves. So, Pete, the Space Wolves today.
Okay, Wolfen,
Yep.
4 Thunderhammers, Storm Shields.
Lovely.
And 1 set of Frost Claws.
Tasty.
Yeah.
And painful.
Yep, they have Combat Specialist and Agile.
Okay, yep.
So,
Cool.
more moving.
More moving, more
More
charging,
slashing.
more punching with hammers.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Then 3 squads of Intercessors.
Yep.
Now with the Rapid Fire Bolters.
Yep.
Because they're just not killing anything.
They're not. 2-up saves on the auto bolters without doctrines is brutal.
Yeah. Front guys have Sharpshooter and Combat Specialist.
Yep, as denoted by the guy with the sword.
Yep.
Yep.
Squad behind just have sharpshooter, and ones at back have none.
Perfect.
They all have chainswords.
Yep. So an additional attack.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then there's the new boy.
Yeah, he's a Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf Cav.
Sad
I've
times.
spent 1 CP to give him the relic. Which one was it? The Wolfenstone.
Yep.
So extra attack on the charge.
Okay. Oh. Very nice.
So
Very nice.
Thunderhammer and Storm Shield as well.
Yep.
Because why not?
Because if you've got them, you might as well use them.
Exactly. And then my other Wolf Lord has the Armour of Russ and Saga of the Wolfkin.
Okay.
+1 strength, +2 movement, regains wound at the start of every turn.
Okay. Yeah, I love that guy. He's my fave. So, of course, also in this mission is First Strike, Slay the Warlord, and Linebreaker. So we will be back after deployment with someone's first turn. So after deployment, Pete will be taking first turn and has deployed as such. So we have all 15 intercessors down here within the 18-inch range required by the central objective. We have the Wolf Lord over here, and we have the Wolfen and other Wolf Lord in Deep Strike. I've deployed Infiltrators over here. Intercessors there. Intercessors there. The Librarian and Deathwing in Deep Strike, and my Master, I reach over, is hiding in that building. There he is. So we'll be back with Space Wolf turn 1. Space Wolf turn 1 movement, and Pete is very confident.
Yeah.
So we've rolled on the Demon World table, and we've got inanimate terrain, or warp touch terrain. I chose the pipes, right where he deep struck, and Pete chose the tower where my intercessors are. And Chris is over there painting. Hi, Chris. So start of your movement phase.
Yep.
Well, not, in fact, not the start of your movement phase, the end of your movement phase. So you weren't there on the start. You need to roll a d6 for each of those. So Wolfen first, 5. Fine. And then your Wolf Lord, 1. Ooh, mortal wound.
Boom.
Wait, are they together?
Yeah, I know, it's first time ever, isn't it?
My
Yeah, he's
God.
actually deployed them together. I might lose this round because he started playing his auras. Okay, so in movement, the block of intercessors are split up. You've had 5 go that way and 10 go this way. The Wolf Lord on the cavalry is quite predictably moved up to charge my infiltrators.
You keep rubbing that in, yeah?
Yep. Well, I might be bluffing. I might actually be shitting my pants. And then these guys deep struck in over by the pipes there to go for the intercessors and or master. So that is movement.
Yeah.
You have no psychic.
No.
So we'll be back with some shooting. Okay, so Space Wolf shooting. Surprise decision from Pete.
Yes.
We are not shooting any intercessors. That guy's not shooting, but we are shooting over here.
Yeah.
So, Wolf Lord first.
4 shots into your master.
Yes.
Reroll 1.
Yep. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. So all hit.
Yep.
On freeze because I'm a -1. And then 5's to wound.
2
2
wound.
wounds. No, there is no OPM. So 2 ups. Makes both.
There's only 2 Wolfen in range, so 2d3 shots.
4 shots.
4. Whoops. So 5's to hit.
5's to hit.
6 is to hit.
Why 6? Oh, because I'm
-1.
-1, yeah.
2.
Okay.
Another bit I can't remember on these guys.
Is Pete bringing the
He's
rolls?
wounding on. Yeah, he is. He's rolling. He's rolling nicely. He's taking Chris rolls today. Be wounding on 5s.
Yeah.
It's the fact that my dice spent a week with your dice.
Yeah.
Nope.
No wounds. Okay. Is that it for shooting?
That is it for shooting.
Okay. You're not going to bother charging, I guess.
Lots of charging.
Oh, great. Lots of charging. So we'll be back with some charging. Although I suppose you might as well. No, because I need to measure out dice for Overwatch. So we'll be back with charging. So which dog wants to chew toy first?
Wolf Lord.
Yep.
Into your intercessors.
Okay. So Overwatch. 5 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. There's a 1. Oh no, it's Overwatch, so no. Yeah, none. Hitting on 6s and none. Roll the charge.
Oh, he's in.
Well, he's in. Yeah, so that's fine. It's not fine. He decimates intercessors. And then the Wolfen are charging intercessors as well.
No,
Master.
Captain.
Okay. 1 pistol shot Overwatch. No. Oh, we rolls the 1, in fact. Still no. So what do you need? 9?
9.
Okay. Reroll failed.
Is that 1 dice or completely failed? So I'm going to spend a command
What
point.
do you need?
Needs a 9.
9.
Nice, you can get a 4. No, 3.
Needs a 3. So command point reroll the 1 dice.
Yep. Put me down to 5.
Oh, on that note, command point wise, so I started with 11 because I won 2 rounds and have a battalion, and won the free for all. I spent 2 for an additional relic and a additional warlord trait, so leaving me on 9. And Pete, you started with
8.
8.
I spent 1 for...
Spent 2 for on the hunt, didn't you?
2 from that hunt,
Yeah.
and 1 for an additional relic.
Okay, cool. So wouldn't I leave you on? Oh, that's fine. I know you're using that one now, so it'd leave you on 4, wouldn't it? If you had 8, minus 2 from the hunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So 4 left.
Okay. They're in.
He's in. Now, how is this going to work? How many can punch me?
All of them to be within an inch of an inch.
Okay.
I'll shuffle them around.
Yeah, okay, cool. So then charge over there.
Yep.
So that's going to be 10 shots of Overwatch. On 6s, which auto wound for Infiltrators. So watch as I roll no 6s. There's 1 6. Woo! So 1 auto wound.
Yep.
So enjoy that.
And
I need an 8-inch charge.
Yep.
That is a fail. No, it isn't. That is exactly 8.
Yep.
I can't count.
So he'll be in.
He is never going to stick on there. Look at that. Even blue tack to his saddle. He
He's
managed
not
it.
blue tacked in.
Do you want to attack?
He's fine in the minute.
I mean, it's got McCray Blue built into it.
Oh, don't put that on your mind.
So he
Don't
will
do
be
that
in,
to you.
but that's as close as I can get him.
You without him dying. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool. That's fine. So that is charging and then fight phase.
Yep.
So Space Wolf fight phase, or as I like to call it, the pain phase. We've worked out attacks and stuff. So straight up, I'm going to use 2 command points for transhuman physiology on these guys. So wound rolls of 1, 2, and 3 auto fail. So you'll be wounding on 4s.
Yep.
And I'm going to use 1 point for invisible hex over there, which is the demon wild stratagem. So they are -1 to hit in the fight phase. Yeah. So that's my thing.
Okay.
So yeah, go for it.
All forward first.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
With his power sword.
Okay. Like it.
Reroll the 1. Yep, that's...
All hits, and then wounding on 4s.
Yep. 2 fails.
Shit. That is a lot of attacks, and that is enough to wipe out all of the intercessors, so that's great.
6.
So 6 up. How many attacks is that? I'll just use those.
5.
So 6 ups. Oh no, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Woohoo!
They're all dead. Oh, this is not going well. Okay, fine. They are all dead. So, after popping my intercessors like a can of worms, that activates your saga, giving an additional attack to the Wolfen as well, who are now going to swing at my master.
Starting with Thunderhammers.
Starting with Thunderhammers. So, again, wounding on 4s because there's a warlord trait.
Yep.
And -1 to hit. So, you're going to be hit on 4s with Thunderhammers.
3s.
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 So, they hit on 2s normally? Oh, they do, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, so they'll be hit.
No, it...
Hero freeze, they get a +1 for being Space Wolves.
Yeah.
And then you get...
And then -1 for the Thunderhammer, so
-1
back on 3s, then -1 for me, so 4s.
4s.
So you're hitting on 4s and you're winning on 4s.
Yep.
Okay, but it's a lot of attacks.
19.
Great.
4s. Reroll 1s.
That's a couple ones in the middle of that.
And that one, take out the 2s.
Now you want to take out the 3s as well, so obviously misses.
Yep. That wasn't as good.
Well, I mean, they are Thunderhammers, so I mean, how many hits do you need? But then force to wound. 3 wounds.
That's not great.
Okay.
Yeah, 3.
So 3 ups. Oh, what is it? 3 damage apiece. That will kill me. I'm going to command point reroll the 1. Yeah, make 2. So I take 3 damage, leaving me on 2 wounds left. So Frostclaws.
Yeah. 7 attacks.
Yep. Hit and freeze.
Yeah. Reroll the 1. Hang on. And then I can't remember what was these.
I'd be winning on. Well, I'd be winning on 4s still because of my thing.
Yeah.
Reroll failed wounds.
Yes.
Frostclaws.
Oh, no, that was a 4. Oops.
So 4 free up invul saves. You need these, buddy. You need these.
Fails 1.
Fails 1, taking 1 damage. So 1 wound left.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Okay. I mean, I feel like that depends on what side of the fence you're on, really.
I suppose you didn't pay to interrupt.
Yeah, could have done. Could have done.
I mean, only with the captain, of course. Who's
Okay.
the one who
Yeah.
As we've got my
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
as we've got my save in Overwatch,
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Roll the save on that because you wouldn't want to lose a wound now, would you?
fails it.
There you go. Okay,
So
so combat over there.
over to him. 6 attacks with his Thunderhammer.
Okay.
So it's going to be 3s.
Yep.
Well, they all hit.
No, when it would be 4s because I've got the -1 to hit thing on the stratagem, and he's -1 to hit for the Thunderhammer, and then +1, so he's 2. Then go up to 3s, down back to 2. Oh, that will be 3s. You're right. Fine. Great. Winning on 2s.
Yep. Do I want to actually spend that? Yeah, no, I won't. I'll save it. Or wound.
Right.
It just says in the fight phase.
Okay, so all wound.
Or wound.
So 6 ups. +2. So how many attacks is that? So 4 fail. So 1 guy left.
Don't forget about my
So
jokes.
one guy left, and with some bitey wolfness.
Yep. So
Hitting
3s
on
again.
3s, yeah. Then wounding on 3s. It's strength 5.
Yep.
Yeah, 3s. Okay, and 2 saves. -1. -1, so 4 ups. Makes 1 fails 1, so he takes 1 wound.
Sorry.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so do I get to fight back now?
Yeah.
Yeah, very kind of you.
But this guy, they have 1 wound.
Huh? Yeah, he's got 1 wound left.
Wolf didn't do it.
Wolf failed. So that infiltrator is going to punch you back with his 1 attack, hit and freeze. Hits, wounding on 5s. Wounds. 1 save, no AP.
I just realised.
Saves it. Then the master is going to have his 5 attacks. He is going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1. Wounding on 2s. Rerolling failed wounds. Doesn't need to. So 3 should be taken on the shields.
Yep.
So involves. fails 2, so that is 2 Wolfen dead.
I get to fight back.
Yes, I know you do. God, you're so smug when you're winning. I'm glad it doesn't happen often.
4.
So 8 feel no pains, 5 ups.
Make 2.
Make 2, but yeah, so still 2 dead.
Okay.
And then yeah, fight back.
So 3 attacks normally. 1 for the charge.
Yep.
1 for the bubble. So 5. 10 attack.
Okay. Yep. So you're going to be hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s. Ouch. And then invul saves, 3 ups. He is fucked. He is fucked. He's dead. There, slay the warlord.
Woohoo.
So that is 1. I ran first strike, yeah, so 2 victory points. So that is the end of the fight phase.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so pleased. And then nothing else you're doing? I'll need to roll morale over there. So let's do that quickly. So on a 5 I'll fail. That's fail, but transhumans, re-roll it. He's fine. So transhuman, and they know no fear. That's all I'm thinking of.
Yep.
So that's the end of Space Wolves devastating turn 1, and we'll be back with what's left of the Dark Angels. Turn 1, Dark Age. I've only been wiped off the board turn 1. This is horrendous. So I'm still putting up a token gesture of resistance by deep striking in the Terminators and Librarian there, 9 inches away from the Wolf Lord. They have stayed put, and that one little guy there is still holding his own against the Wolf guy. So we're good. We've got this. That is the end of the movement phase. So then on to Psychic.
On to Psychic, guys. Psychic's next.
Psychic, not shooting,
Not
I've
shooting.
been told. Good thing someone told me that. Right, I need to work out the order I need to do things on this. So right, first of all, we're going to do Righteous Repugnance on the Deathwing Knight. So warp charge value of 6. Goes off, so they reroll failed hits and failed wound rolls in combat. Then we're going to do Smite on the Wolf Lord. On a 5, goes off for D3 mortal wounds, which is 2. Then we are going to... I shouldn't have smited. Should have done something different. Then we're going to do Mind Worm also on the Wolf Lord, which is a warp charge value of 6, which makes him fight last. And it goes off, so he has to fight last. Okay, so shooting phase. The Stalker bolt rifles on the tower are going to put their shots into the Wolfen. So that is 5 shots, re-rolling 1s. There's a 1, there's 2 1s, hitting on 3s. So all hit. Then wounding on 4s. That's where I lost it, 2 wounds. Minus 3 AP, 3 ups for your invul saves, I guess. Makes both.
Yep.
God damn it. Then 4 shots with the Storm Bolter on the Librarian into your Wolfen. Yeah, so 3s. No rerolls. Then 4s. 2 3-up saves. Fails 1, so 1 wound. Oh, sorry, 1 5-up feel no pain, in fact.
Who's this from?
Librarian. Into the
We're
Wolfen.
on cover. There's no AP on it.
Oh, okay, probably should have said that before we rolled the dice.
Yeah, so it's a 2-up save.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't, because I got a shit normal save. It'd still be the 3-up, it'd be 3-up either way.
Yeah,
I got 4-up normal
you have
save.
to use your invul.
Yeah. Okay.
So 5-up feel no pain.
No.
No, so 1 wound on the Wolfen. Go, Librarian, go! Then a pistol over there.
I can't do that.
No, it's still turn 1. It's still turn 1. So that's it for shooting. So then charging. We need to do some charging. Deathwing Knights are going to charge your Wolflord. Yeah, they fluffed it.
They fluffed it.
They hit 3. They hit 3 shots. Wounded 2, and then he saved both on the 3 up invul save. So
That's what you do.
yeah. So Overwatch from the Wolflord.
Reroll.
Nope. So I need a 9-inch charge.
A lot of threes.
Rerolling failed because of the Librarian's Warlord trait. Thankfully. Curses.
And they have agile.
They do have agile as well. Obviously, so they're not in. They're not in. Okay. So after woefully fucking the charge, we're going to fight over there with 3 attacks into his Wolflord. Hitting on 3s. 2 wounding on 5s. 1 wound. 1 save. Makes it. And that's it. That's the end of. Oh yeah, like that.
6 attacks.
Yep.
So 2s.
Okay.
5 saves.
6 ups. Makes 1, but is dead. So that is the end of. That's the end of my turn, and it's the end of the battle round. So you gain a victory point for that.
Yep.
Putting you on 3 to my 0, and then we'll be back with Space Wolf. Turn 2 might be the last turn of the game. So rolling for turn 2 on the table, we got a 6, which means we get 2 effects. The effects we got were increasing invul saves by +1 to a maximum of 3, which will improve my Librarian and Pete's Wolflord. And then you've done your movement, and we also picked the terrain pieces. So at the start of the movement phase, Pete, I've picked this terrain piece, so he needs to roll for the Wolfen. So 3, 1's being a mortal wound. Nope. And then for the Wolflord. Nope. Then isn't in range of it by a smidge at the end of the movement phase. Yeah, that's the start of my movement phase, so I don't do it now. Yeah, okay, great. So shooting. Movement wise, you've moved off of there over to the Terminators, you've moved off of there over to here.
Yep.
So yeah, intercessors.
Yep.
Yep.
First squad into your Terminators.
Yep. Yep, okay.
It's going to be 5 shots.
Yes, it will be, yep. So 4s.
4s. Wow.
Then 3 up because the -1 makes it.
Just because obviously your invul doesn't count on them at all right now.
Okay, next shots.
Guys behind into Terminators.
Yep. I stole a dice. You've got 5 shots, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Yeah, sorry, I missed that one. Okay, and then 4s.
2.
Bit better. So then 3 ups. Make them.
And 5 again from the last squad at the back.
Yep.
3s. Which ones are they? Let me roll on that one.
Okay. So then hit 4s.
1.
3 up. Makes it. Is that what we're shooting?
That's all. Nope. 4 shots into your library.
He's not the closest model.
No.
Terminator's definitely
Terminators then. So 2s.
Yep.
4s.
Yep. There's no AP, is it?
No.
So 2 ups. Makes him. Wolfen?
So it's going to be 3d3s.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. And then it's going to be 6 and 6 if you advance, didn't you? Yeah.
That's cock.
Yeah. So sorry, winning on 4s. 1 hit winning on 4s.
Reroll the 1.
Yes, yeah. Confuses me when you stack auras. So yeah, 4s, wounds, no AP?
No.
2 up. Oh, I finally got a wound through. Stick it on the back corner one, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So that's shooting.
That's shooting.
That is shooting. Charging.
Charges.
Okay. Which one's charging first?
We'll start with Thunderwolf.
Yep. Okay. You need 8. Who are you declaring?
It's going to be your Terminators.
Yeah. Okay. Fails it.
Command point to reroll that one.
Yeah. He's in.
He's in. And Wolf Lord is your librarian.
Okay. Overwatch. That was good. I'll rerolling the ones. He hasn't. He did move, so not rerolling the ones.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, yeah, roll it until you get. Okay, you on?
Yep.
So I might have remembered there. Also declaring the Terminators because you can't get within an inch of the librarian otherwise.
No.
So fine. So yeah, you rolled the charge, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
he made it.
yeah. So do you want to move him?
Then I've got Wolf.
You still have to move him.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Wolfen. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
There we go.
Okay. Right. So let's move around so we can get a better view of that. So after charges, that is my terrible predicament. Who is starting the fight phase?
Oh, I get to choose a unit.
Where you pick which one activates.
One unit, because of Armour of Rust,
Yeah.
has to fight last.
Where you have to fight last because my psychic power.
No, yeah, but he'll.
But he selects one because
they.
they have to be within an inch of him though, so he can only pick my librarian.
Well, he's within an inch of your Terminator units.
Is he?
Yeah, with the little dude, your little watcher there.
The little watcher doesn't count for anything in game.
Not so. Then he could move past without declaring them. Then.
I don't think he could to this guy, could he? I thought that was the issue with this guy. He couldn't do it.
I was saying because of the watcher. But...
One sec. Yeah, fine. Okay, so measure that out and clarify. So ignoring the watcher because he doesn't count for game purposes, you are still within an inch of my Terminator, but you wouldn't have been able to charge without declaring them still.
Yep.
So Armour of Rust is going on the Terminators.
Yes.
Yep. And then which one of your guys is fighting first?
It's going to be Thunderwolf.
Okay. Presumably he's targeting the Deathwing Knights.
Yes.
At which point I'm going to use 2 command points for transhuman physiology.
Yep.
Okay, so fight phase. So Pete, you've chosen the Cavalry Wolf Lord to fight first.
Yes.
Okay. So, how many attacks?
7.
7. So that's +1 for the Wolfenstone, +1 for the Master, +1 for Shock Assault.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
So, 2s.
2s? 3? No, 2s, yeah, because you're a chapter thing. We roll the 1.
All of them.
Then wounding on 4s because of transhuman. So 3. So I don't get my invul save because that one guy is within 12 inches of the centre objective, which I'm assuming also is going to apply to your Wolfen.
Yep.
So they're 2-up saves normally. It's -3 on the Thunderhammer, so there need to be 5 ups. cocked, but that is a no. I'll mix one. Fails 2, so that's 3 damage apiece, so that is 2 Terminators dead. That is that guy and that guy. Okay.
3 attacks from the wolf.
Yep.
2s. And
4s, because of transhuman.
4s.
Normally would be 3s. No AP on that?
-1.
-1, so 3 ups. Makes both.
And then Thunderhammers.
At this point, I am going to use 3 command points to interrupt.
Okay.
So interrupting then with the knights, we're going to do. How are we going to split this? We are going to do the. Oh, it doesn't get the invul save there though. It really doesn't make a lot of difference at this point.
What's this?
Okay, got it. So we're going to put the 2 maces into the Wolf Lord. So hitting on 3s. Rerolling failed hits. Cocked. All hit. Then it's going to be wounding on 3s. Rerolling failed wounds. Okay, so all wound. And then that is -2 AP, but you're going to do your invul save, aren't you?
Yep.
Which is currently 3 up?
Yes.
So 3 up invul saves. Fail 2. Okay, so that's 2 attacks go through at 3 damage apiece, so that would be 6 wounds worth.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have feel no pain, don't worry. I'm paranoid about him. Feel no pain! Okay, so that is Slay the Warlords. I finally have a victory point, which is good. Okay, so the Nightmaster into the Wolfen, so 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Rerolling failed. Into a fail. Then wounding on 3s. All wound. Yeah, minus 2 AP,
no
so
save.
oh, sorry, minus 3 AP, so yeah, no save. And the wounds carry over, so it's 2 damage.
Yep.
Which will kill 1 and go to 1.
Yep.
2 damage, kill the other one. 3 damage, kill them. So we need the 5 up feel no pains first. So 6 feel no pains.
Make 1.
Make 1, which will still kill them, thankfully, just. But then they get to fight back.
They do. But I also attack because my weapon's not there.
Yes.
So 8 attacks with Thunderhammers.
Okay.
Be reroll the 1s. So they all hit.
Thunderhammer's hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm thinking my master would be minus 1. So yeah. Then wounding on 4s because of transhuman.
Yep.
So 2 miss.
Yep.
And then wounding on 4s because of transhuman. Yep. So 3 up invul saves. Make them all.
Okay.
They live. Frost calls.
Yep. 6 attacks. 2s.
Yep.
Reroll.
Reroll the 1.
Because that's just.
Then wounding on 3s. Sorry, 4s transhuman.
It's 5.
Okay, so 5 3 ups. Fail 1 for 1 damage, which we'll put on the guy near the librarian.
Okay.
Okay, so Wolflord doesn't get to fight. Wolfen are gone. That Wolflord's already fought.
And is now out of combat.
Okay, so at the end of the fight phase, we're going to consolidate them in. Let's move little watcher dude. And get them in there. Okay, then we're going to use my last free CP to fight again. So Nightmaster first. There's a good time to do it since I'm still rerolling failed everything. So 3s. Rerolling failed. All hit. Then wounding on 3s. All wound. Minus 3 AP. 3 Get invul. Fail 1.
Yep.
So that's 2 damage. What's he left on?
4.
Okay, might do this. So then 3s. Rerolling failed. Wounding on 3s again. Rerolling failed. Or wound. That is minus 2 AP.
3s. Ooh.
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, yeah, you can only reroll one of them. It's pointless. It's not going to save you.
No.
3 damage apiece. So that's him gone too. Okay, I mean, it's not going to get me the game, but I feel slightly better about it. Right. So that is the end of the fight phase. Wait for me.
That's still devastating for the full first half of round 2.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this game's been brutal. Absolutely brutal. So that is the end of the turn. It's the end of turn 2.
Yep.
So I've gained Slay the Warlord. I didn't get first strike. You did get first strike. You did get Slay the Warlord, and you have got 1 there. So you're going to get another victory point for that. This is going to put you on 4. To my 1, 2, 1. Yeah, 1. And yeah, okay. So we'll be back with Space Wolf turn 3.
You mean Dark Angels turn 2?
Turn 2.
Oh yeah, that was all on your turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's throwing me right off. Yeah, so Dark Angels turn 2.
I
So
haven't
I get
got
to do more
one.
things. No, you're fine, you're fine. So Dark Angels turn 2, movement phase. All is not lost. I'm not going to win by victory points, but at least I can murder some things and get some battle along the way. So we've moved over this way, heading towards those guys, although we are now in the bubble of no invul saves. These guys have stayed put, and that is all I have left. So onto the psychic phase. We're going to start with Righteous Repugnance on the Terminators, needing a 6. Goes off. Say reroll failed hits and wounds again. Then we're going to do Aversion on the back group of intercessors. They're all piled in like chaos cultists over here, so it's hard to work out. But sit on 6s. Goes off, so back one's a -1 to hit. Then smite on the closest enemy models, which is going to be these guys, on a 5. Which goes off for D3 mortal wounds, which is 2. So that would be 1 dead intercessor over there, Pete. I thought you might do that. So then on to the shooting phase. We're going to start with 4 shots from the Storm Bolter into the front group of intercessors. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 1. So I'll be a 2-up save, sure and cover. Makes it. Then these guys also shooting into the front group of intercessors, so 5 shots hitting on 3s. Then wounding on 4s. So -3 AP because of Devastator Doctrine, which I always forget how can I ever move out of it. So 6s. 5, sorry, because of cover. Makes 2 fair ones, that's 1 dead guy. Another successful round of shooting for the Dark Angels.
That's not bad.
Then, yeah, we'll do some charging. Okay, so Deathwing Terminators charging these intercessors. So I need a 9, but you get some Overwatch.
Oh, no. I need another 4. Rapid fire range.
Someone forgot their rapid fire. Plus they haven't moved, so they would get rapid fire all the time anyway.
Yeah. What would ready?
So, so cocked.
Damn it.
There you go. Into a 6. So
Throw it just a bit.
yeah, it's dead to me. 4 to wound. That's more like it. So need a 9. Re-rolling failed because of the librarian. That's 5, so we're going to re-roll that one. So we're in.
They would re-roll anyway because they have agile.
Yeah, but they re-roll the whole roll with agile. Where I can re-roll 1 dice for the warlord trait. Okay, so going to combat. We'll start with the master that's in there after the pylon. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling failed. Wounding on 3s, re-rolling failed, which is handy. So all wound, so that's going to be 6 up saves. Makes 1, fails 2. It's 2 damage apiece, so that'll be 3 guys dead.
Did one take a wound?
1.
No, he smited it, don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 guy died to smite. So then the Maces of Absolution, hitting on 3s, rerolling failed. All hit. Then wounding on 2s, rerolling failed. All wound, 5 ups. I'll make a lot of those, to be fair. And he's gone. So I will consolidate 6 inches. 6 inches, I wish 3 inches. And then we'll... So yeah, I'll do that in a second. So then at the end of the turn, you gain a victory point for that.
Yep.
And that is it. So then we'll be back with Space Wolf turn 3. Woo! Rolling on the demon table, we got number 2 again, which is warp touched terrain. I've picked this one, and Pete has picked that one. So Space Wolf movement, these guys have shimmied around on the craters, but then you need to roll for each of those for the start of the movement phase.
Okay.
So that unit's fine.
I might as well do the end of the movement phase one. As I get the
Yeah, might as well.
dice. Fine.
Yep. Then 5 dice for the other unit.
1 mortal
1
wound.
mortal wound, and then the end of the movement phase. 1 mortal wound, so that's 1 dead guy. Okay. So then those sidekicks are on to shooting. Where would you like to start?
These 4 into your...
Into the terminus. Oh, I left my little guy behind. I need to fix him at some point. And my wound.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's going to be 8 shots. 3s.
You reroll ones for sharpshooter.
Yep.
Okay, then we'll roll 4s.
Just 2.
2. So 2 2-ups. Makes both. So next fight.
Yep. And next lot, same again.
Yep. So 3s. Reroll the 1s. Into a 1 as per standard. Then 4s.
That's significantly better.
3.
Yep.
Then 2-ups. We're fine. That's it for shooting. No charging.
No.
End of your turn.
End of my turn.
End of your turn. Okay, so back with Dark Angels turn 3. It's funny how the game goes on and it just turns get quicker. Right, be back. So Dark Angels turn 3. So those guys have stayed put. The Librarian and the Terminators have moved this way. Start of the movement, I need to roll for the mortal wounds on here. So 3 on the Terminators.
Yes!
That is 1 dead Terminator.
Oh, no.
1-1 boom. And you got wounded.
Make any wounds each?
2. 1 was wounded.
Yeah.
So you take 1 mortal wound, he dies.
Oh, yeah.
And 1 wound carries over. Okay, so shooting. There is none because I advanced the librarian. So straight into charging. No, there is shooting. Those guys over there. I lie. You were just staring at me there, like, will he get it? Will he get it? So they are going to shoot into the back group of intercessors.
Can you reach the back?
So hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, which is handy. Then wounding on 4s. 2 5-up saves. Takes 1, fails 1. 1 dead guy. Okay. So psychic base. We're going to do mind work. We'll start with righteous repugnance on the terminators. So 6 goes off.
Smite. Oh no.
I didn't smite, yeah, wrong thing. I wish I didn't. Well, yeah, never mind. So then mind worm on your guys on a 6, on the front guys.
Yep.
Goes off, so they have to fight last and take 1 mortal wound. And then aversion on the back guys on a 6. That does not go off. So no minus to hit. Okay. 9-inch charge on the terminators into the front group. So roll some Overwatch. There's a 6.
Roll the ones. So 1.
Okay. 4s.
Wounds.
That's a wound. 2 up. Oh wait, no, I'm not in cover. So that will be.
A wound.
That'll be a wound. That'll be a dead terminator. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, charge.
10-inch charge.
So reroll that one. He's in.
Even those hits were all over, isn't it?
Yeah. So the one guy left in the fight phase. So 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling failed. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling failed. So 6-up saves. No. So 2 guys die. But remember, the wounds carry over.
Yeah, but one of them only had one wound.
Yeah, so that means the additional wound will carry over, so one will be wounded. Okay. Fight back.
Wouldn't it be funny that you kill him?
No, it wouldn't. Fight back. So 3. They've done a right for battle honours. I don't want to lose them for. So it's 3s to hit.
Yep.
They're re-rolling the 1s. They aren't. Is that it? Oh no, it's not your combat guys. Yeah. Then wounding on 4s. Then 2-up saves.
Fails 1.
Fails 1. That's a wound. Find me a wang, sir. There was one somewhere. You stole it. Okay. So, end of turn 3.
Yep.
Don't need to roll morale. No one needs to roll morale. So victory point wise, then you do gain it because you've got troops.
Yep.
And yeah,
Oh, he's got more models in there.
he does. Well, my librarian would be in range, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's got
he's got
troops.
at least 3 models in there.
So we'll be back with Space Wolf for turn 4. So start the round, we rolled for the Demon World trait. We got the Chaos Meteors. So Pete, roll a d6. 3. Pick 3 of my units, of which that's not going to be a very hard decision. I roll a d6. and I pick 3 of your units. I'll take the 2. So then roll a d6 for each of those units, and on a 6 I take d3 mortal wounds. Which unit was that for?
So the intercessors.
Okay.
Turn me.
Chris.
I mean, I really should
one?
have made you declare the other one first, but he just killed my Terminator with a meteor. Well done, buddy. Well done. Then the Librarian, which will be for 1 if it's a 6. Which it is not. So these guys?
Yep.
Nope. These guys? Nope. Okay. So, Space Wolf movement. Space Wolf movement. So, you've shimmied about.
Yep.
There and there.
Yes.
My Terminator died tragically in a meteor shower. And we have the Librarian left and some Stalker Bolt Rifles. So, what are you going to do?
We'll start with these 2.
Yep.
Into your Librarian.
Shoot me.
3.
Horse.
Just the 1.
So 3 up save. Makes it. Then these guys.
That's 6 shots.
Yep.
4s. No, 3s. 1.
Yep. Then 4s.
Then 4s. 4s.
Yep. So 3 up.
Fails 1.
Fail 1. 5 up, feel no pain. Feels the pain. Takes the damage. So 4 wounds left on the Librarian. So Dark Ranger's movement. They've stayed put. Hi, Katie. The Librarian has shuffled forward. So we're going to go into the psychic phase, not the shooting phase. That's important. We're going to do smite on these guys on 5. Only just. D3. Just 1. Good job, buddy. Good job. Then Righteous Repugnance on himself on a 6. Goes off. Then Mind Wipe on the group over there. Mind Worm. It's different. On a 6. Wow. Oh no. No. So it doesn't go off, and I take D3 wounds. Which is 2. So yeah, that's the end of the psychic phase. So shooting phase, we're going to do the Storm Bolter into these guys. So on 3s, 4s, normal save, so 3 ups. Fail 1. So that guy dies. The bullets did what Smite could not. Then those Stalker Bolt Rifles into the 2 guys down there. So 5 shots. Hit on 3, rolling 1s. Wounding on 4s. So 3. At -3, so 5 ups. 2 guns apiece. Only failed 1.
And at that point, I'm going to spend 1 CP to make him a lone wolf.
Okay.
What's happened?
Which gives him 2 additional wounds.
Yeah.
And he can reroll failed hits and wounds.
Nice. In combat, right, I guess? Not in shooting. Okay. So that's the thing. Curses. And then that's it for shooting. So.
Did you have your...
Well, it doesn't specifically say fight phase.
Okay, so charging. Bad Chris. Bad Chris.
I'm not the one who made bad tactical decisions.
You're the one who doesn't stop talking.
Because I'm right. Sorry, I just sit
Says
there
every
moodily in the dark
Ultramarine
having
player
a
ever.
nap.
Right, we're charging. And so you need Overwatch.
Yeah.
But before you do that, I need to measure how much I actually need to charge. That's important. Right, Pete, it's a 3-inch charge.
Yep.
Fire some Overwatch. That's one.
That's one.
Force to wound.
What?
That is not a wound. Can I make 3 re-rolling a failed charge? It's highly possible I won't. I did. Yeah. Okay. Right, so 4 attacks. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. We hit. Wounding on 4s. This librarian is like the worst thing. Oh no, I did Righteous Repugnance on myself, so I failed. That's a bit better. Minus 3 AP. So 6 ups. None. And then it's D3 damage, so
Cool.
2, 3, and 1. So dead. Bye bye. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
So that is the end of the
round.
entire round. End of round 4. So you go up another, yeah, so up to 7, to my 1. I've got this, and then we'll be back with turn 5. Pete, the lone wolf, turn
Yes.
5. You ran up the board yelling angrily.
Yep.
Okay, what happens next?
Shooting.
Tell me the story. Okay,
So-
shoot.
Into your librarian.
Yes. Hitting on 3s, rerolling failed.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s, rerolling failed.
That's
Rerolling both. Okay.
So that's 2.
Right, 2 saves. Fail 1. Oh, 5 up, feel no pain. That's important. Doesn't. Feels the pain. 1 wound left. Poor librarian, he has no idea what's going to happen to him. What's next, Pete?
I'm in charge.
Carry on the story for me. Tell me of your saga. What is the charge? What do you need?
5.
Okay. So 5. Oh, Overwatch. I get Overwatch.
Okay.
I want Overwatch. But you make the charge anyway.
Yep.
6s go.
Nope.
6s didn't go. Okay.
We're just gonna poke him behind.
Now fight me. Slime Arbo. Yeah, okay, go. 5 attacks. On 3s. Rerolling failed. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling failed.
Yep.
2 ups.
Fails 1.
Fails 1. That's him dead. Oh wait, 5 up, feel no pain. He lives! He lives!
To fight back.
To fight back. So, 4 attacks. On 3s.
Rerolling.
Rerolling. That was rerolling. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling. A wound. 6 up saves. Okay. D3. 3. You're dead.
Good job.
I feel like I hate that. I hate that. I did it earlier as well. I hate that this is stuck. Hate it so much. I hate everything about you.
Positive reinforcement, it works.
Ah, God. Not only am I following more of the Codex rules now, but I'm congratulating my units on dying. So there's nothing left on the board for you.
No.
So my turn. So Dark Angel's movement and everything else. The Stalker Bolt Rifle guys have jumped off their building. Didn't hurt themselves on the way down. Didn't fall. I'll get that in there. And then the Librarian has moved on to the objective.
Do you notice how you've done more damage to Pete in his own turn than you did in doing yours?
Yeah.
in any of his turns.
Well, I think
any of his turns.
I do more damage to everyone in their own turns than any of my guns managed to do in my shooting phase, to be fair. So
In my doctrine.
You only had like.
yeah. Oh, you get to roll because you
15.
have first turn. So on a free up, there is a turn 6.
Nope.
There is no turn 6. Wow, wow. So that is the end of the game, and despite being brutally murdered, your lone wolf being stomped into the ground, and all other sorts of amazing moments, you win.
Yeah.
Yay! This isn't such a cakewalk for me anymore. Gonna have to start thinking. So yeah, that's the end of the game. We'll be back next week with the second game in round 3, which will be me versus you.
Oh, yay.
Yay!
Wait, you mean your Watcher in the Dark might actually disappear?
Yeah, because you're bringing in a psychic fella,
Is that
and you have
nice?
actual command points.
Yes!
So you
8
can.
command points, I'm so happy.
Everyone has high expectations because you've done nothing but bitch about how few command points you have for this whole campaign. So that is about to turn around.
Yeah,
Yes, excellent. So we will look forward to that, and we will be back next week.
indeed.
Pete, you won. So, Space Wolf movement. And cut.